of the postseason in the WNBA's version of the playoffs. Current Gen allows you to control a WNBA team for a single season and chase.
And a shot from before as the Miami team bus arrives.
Thank you, Kip.
You too. And you're a great competitor. D.A., it is an honor to be on this broadcast with you each and every game. And certainly Bridges one to watch. D.A., thanks. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. Backcourt pair for them, it's Lowry and Robinson. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And for Phoenix, up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick.
Well, everyone wants to see what you got. In reality, also, you want to see what you have against the best players in the world. So it'll take some time, though, to adapt to the speed of the game. But ultimately, it's about going out and competing.
Now here is Lowry. Robinson finds Lowry. No good on the 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Pass to Booker. Pass to Crowder. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. No good from Booker.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Butler. Rejected by Crowder.
That's just good defense as Crowder in the right spot.
On the wing, Booker, guarded by Robinson. Crowder against Butler. Now here's Crowder. Defense is right there. For 3, Booker. And it's Miami with the rebound. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here is Lowry. Robinson for 3. Miami no good on that time either.
Unreal to think Duncan Robinson went undrafted. A key part to this team's offense.
Well, there's credit to Duncan Robinson and him continuing to believe in his ability, which is otherworldly in shooting the basketball off the move. It's another to find systems that allow him to do that. So Duncan has made his way, and there are teams that have found a way to use him correctly to accentuate his otherworldly shooting ability.
Good on the bucket.
You have to be alert if you're guarding Devin Booker. He's terrific at cutting apart the defense with the dribble move.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Lowry passes to Robinson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
And here's Lowry. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And I don't care what his size is, you cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the line.
Paul against Lowry. Paul kicks to Crowder. Booker outside. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Got a hand on it. Cloak loose. It's stolen by Lowry. Butler with the ball. Bridges covering. Paul left side. Here's Ayton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Floats it up for Adebayo. And the rejection by Ayton. Bridges finds Ayton. Paul left side. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Booker outside. Off target from outside.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Crowder against Lowry.
And how about the experience of Lowry on full display there? Just finding the open man, and guy's been doing this for now over a decade.
Paul outside. Ayton against Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. Paul kicks to Bridges. Here's Ayton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
It's on Jimmy Butler.
Now, this guy should be a double-double threat and is still learning how to play. DeAndre Ayton has a great combination of size, scoring ability, and rebounding. This makes him a very valuable player in the league.
Outside Robinson. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Heat. They trail by 1. Butler on the wing. Back to Lowry. Loads it up for Adebayo. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
And you look at the size of Bam Adebayo. Rare to see someone so big be so fluid with the ball.
And how much GA does that ability unlock what this team can do offensively around Bam? The DHOs or dribbling up from the post to make plays or involving him at the top of the key to find backdoor cutters. That's a lot of extra action for teams not to be able to prepare for because of Bam's skill.
And here's Phoenix. And there's the pass to Crowder. Back to Ayton. Goes back up. And Adebayo sends it back.
Good defensive play. Adebayo on the inside, helping out his teammates.
Lowry dishes to Butler. Paul with the steal. Booker with it. On the wing, Bridges. Robinson pulls it in.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He can be an impressive dunker.
Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and We had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate the call.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Heat. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Robinson. Butler's got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Paul against Lowry. Paul left side. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Ayton. Over Adebayo. And it's Ayton missing.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Now, here's Oladipo. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Back to Hero. Off target from 3-point range. For Phoenix, they've gone only 2 of 7 to the field since the second quarter got underway. Johnson outside. Pass to Payne. Pass to Kaminsky. Tries from 16, and it's Shamet missing.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Hero, no good. Suns trail by 5. Driving inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Shots good by Dedmon.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Payne looking around. Here's Shamet. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
Man,
all right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you look at Adebayo, what a contribution.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Miami, we've got Hero. Morris is out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Strus in at the small forward position. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Johnson. Back to Payne. Here's McGee. Morris with the rebound. The Heat leading by 5. Oladipo taking his time here. Shamet with the steal. To the middle and stolen by Dedmon. 20 feet out. Hero no good.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? To the paint. It's deflected. Stolen by McGee. Right around around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Johnson outside. Now here's Payne, guarded by Oladipo. Yepik goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from McGee.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Oladipo with the ball. Now guarded by Payne. Back to Oladipo. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. For the lead. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Suns lead by one. Now, here's Oladipo. Payne covering. Morris right side. Back to Oladipo. Shot clock at 5. Oh, Morris in position. And stolen by Payne. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Butler with the steal. You know, here we go. Lowry, nobody back. That one good for 2. Lowry's got his second basket of the night.
Well, sometimes defense is about persistence, and Jimmy Butler knows this. Forced the ball handler to slip up.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. McGee finds Payne over Lowry. And again, it's the Suns missing. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Butler passes to Lowry. Outside Robinson. He lobs it up. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Now that's the way it's done. Take it up high and throw it down with everything you got.
That's right. He was not going to take the soft approach on that drive.
Well, not that wide open. You're given a juicy gift by the defense. You got to sink your teeth into it.
Payne kicks to Shamet. Johnson outside. 4 on the clock. Shamet the pass to Kaminsky. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Outside Robinson. Oh, good with the triple. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Here's Crowder. Paul kicks to Ayton. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. It's stolen by Adebayo. Outside Lowry. Outside for Robinson. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 5 assists in the game.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Bridges shot, good.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the pass to Adebayo. Bridges with the steal.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Robinson for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And so it's Miami heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Sons who's out there for Phoenix. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Well, you add to that their block totals tonight. They've been very feisty and active on the defensive end.
Paul against Lowry. Clock at 6. Here's Butler. Knocked away. And stolen by Booker. Right side Crowder. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Here's Booker. Suns keep it alive. And it's Ayton missing. Miami leading by 8. Outside Lowry. Loads it up for Adebayo. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Paul against Lowry. Paul looking around. That shot no good. And Miami the other way now. Butler against Bridges. And they double up Butler. Kicks to Tucker. From outside off the mark. Suns trail by 10. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
That's an aggressive play. Devin Booker up to the rim.
The Heat shooting at 50% in a decent group. Now here is Lowry. Outside Butler. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And there's the foul. Will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Suns have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Lowry against Paul. Booker outside. It's Crowder on the wing. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Butler deciding where to go with it. Robinson for 3.
Good show of strength and confidence from Devin Booker that time. I like to see him active on the defensive end.
Here's Bridges. Takes it off the glass.
The D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
Lowry against Paul. Now here's Lowry. Tight defense on him. 6 on the shot clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. Crowder hit the steal. To the inside. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
The Heat leading by 4. Fourth quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Lowry against Ayton. And Adebayo throws it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Paul dishes to Booker. He kicks it to Ayton. Feeds it to Crowder. And now they trail by just 4.
And Crowder out there for the big-time bucket.
Lowry against Paul. Outside Lowry. Inside Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And you know it's coming. Jimmy Butler lives to serve up in these moments.
Paul against Lowry. Paul passes to Booker. Misses the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Assist goes to
Smart play by Jimmy Butler. Spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
Paul from deep three-point land. Robinson pulls it in.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
Driving. If you want to pull off a jump pass to get over a wall of defenders, hit the shot and pass buttons at the same time.
Phoenix, Arizona. Good evening to you. I love his personality. That was a great story, Dave. Thank you. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Monday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovic, and it's O'Neal in at the 3. And for the Suns, Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Well, Smitty, opening day is upon us. You excited for the new season?
I am, Kevin. First of all, you love seeing the new rookie class, how they fit in. Second, a lot of these teams with a lot of trades and moving parts. And some of these franchises that have acquired new coaches.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Al Paul following the 3-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Ayton against Gobert. Ayton kicks to Booker. 5 to shoot. Paul with the 3. No good with the tip. Conley inside the line. Jazz passing it around. Back to O'Neal. Here's Gobert. He can't hit that time. The Suns go the other way with it. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetch to say he can stretch a defense. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Bridges with the steal. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Paul. Kicks it to Ayton. Booker in the corner. 6 to shoot. Back to Ayton. Off target with his 3. Jazz have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. O'Neal dishes to Gobert. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim. Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Conley against Paul. Pass to Bogdanovic. On the wing, Mitchell. A 3-pointer off the mark. Phoenix leading by 4. Paul kicks to Bridges. It's good from long range. Bridges has got 5 now.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Bridges, no one around him. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Now here's Conley. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Bridges outside. Back to Paul. Now the pass to Ayton. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. Here's Ayton. He kicks to Paul. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Conley against Paul. Outside Conley. Going inside. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Kicks it out to Paul. 24 seconds left to play in the first. No good from Booker.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
A high flyer with long arms. Mitchell attacks and powers it down.
Paul finds Crowder. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Paul.
Jazz substitution.
To the right side. Takes a three. Doesn't go that time. Mikal Bridges has been the guy making things happen for Phoenix. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Pop it forward. They'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Bridges outside. Back to Paul for the three. Bridges outside. Just 5 on the clock. Booker with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. And it's Ayton missing. Jazz trail by 7. Ingles passes to Gay. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Whiteside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Paul dishes to Bridges. Back to Paul. Passes it to Bridges. Top of the key. And the shot falls short this time.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Ingles can't get it to go. Phoenix leading by 7. Here's Paul. Back to Ayton. Outside Crowder. Paul outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Paul's got 6.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Oni. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Ingles. And stolen by Ayton. Paul kicks to Crowder. Paul outside. On the wing, Booker. They grab their own miss. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Suns.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
You know, Steve, we're in this era of wide open, up-tempo style. How much fun would you have playing right now?
Kevin, it would have been a blast. The floor spacing gives you so many options offensively, and you can take a whole bunch of threes. However, at the defensive end, in my era, you couldn't hand check. So now it would have been a lot of work.
Here's Honey following the basket by Chris Paul. Kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Gay. Back to Clarkson. And stolen by Booker. The pass to Crowder. On the wing, Bridges. Ingles covering. Bridges passes to Paul. Back to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. Shot by Crowder, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Hey, and the rejection by Eaton. Right side, the pass to Gay. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Now here's Crowder. Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movements.
Here's Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Ingles passes to Gay. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
We've talked about it before. Unselfish, great awareness. Ingles willing to turn down the shot if someone can break free.
Paul outside. Booker up top. Unloads. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Suns lead by 12.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stay.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break at the third quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Phoenix came ready to play. Near flawless execution from both the defensive and...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So on the floor for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5, down low.
You know what? Mike Conley is so crafty, finding a way to take the bump and weave through the defense.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. Driving to the basket. The shot's good. Payne's got his first bucket in this one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The 4th pick in the 2011 draft, it took getting stronger and improving the shot to make Conley one of the better all-around guards in the game. Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Passes it to Kaminsky. Now, here's Shamet. Covered by Mitchell. From deep. They get the rebound. McGee off target at the rim. And it's Conley with the ball for Utah, trailing by 10. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Payne looking around. Down low. Gobert with the block.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
Just over a minute.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Conley. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Rudy Gobert.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Pass to McGee. Gobert brings the double team. Payne with it. O'Neal's there. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Gobert. He gets that one.
Rudy Gobert.
Gobert's got 6 here in this quarter.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Well, he wasn't a Burger Chain All-American or a one-and-done college star, but Donovan Mitchell's rapid emergence in the NBA has caught many by surprise.
You know, GA, the first rookie ever to lead a playoff team in scoring. He was handed the keys right away, but he's not satisfied. He still wants more.
Mitchell outside.
Two minutes remaining in the third.
5 on the clock. He kicks it to Conley. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Bogdanovich.
The effectiveness of Bogdanovich, able to work from anywhere and to get a good shot.
Pass to McGee. Johnson outside. Here's the drive. Gobert with the block. Johnson kicks to McGee. Tries yet again. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
And it's Mitchell missing. Suns leading by 6. Here's Shamet. Up and in on the layup.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
Conley scanning the floor. To the middle. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Beautiful pass by Conley coming off the pick. Sometimes on defense, it's pick your poison.
Now here's Payne. Not a lot of room. O'Neal against Johnson. McGee with it. Payne passes to McGee. Gobert with the block. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Jazz trail by 6.
I got yours.
Mitchell outside. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Shoots over Crowder. Goes up the baseline. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight. Ball outside. Ayton. And he hits the buzzer beater. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. At the elbow, it's Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
Rudy showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
Ball against Conley. Ball kicks to Bridges. Back to Paul. Bridges outside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And the Suns lead by 8.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Here's Conley. Mitchell against Booker. Mitchell outside. Back to O'Neal. Utah needs to get off the shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Back to Paul. Ball's knocked loose. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. O'Neal passes to Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It doesn't get any easier than that for Rudy Gobert. His size is sometimes overpowering.
Ball against Conley. Here's Bridges with plenty of space. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. That's 12 points for Mikal Bridges. Conley against Paul. Here's Gobert. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Paul finds Ayton. To the paint. Here's Bridges. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now it's a 10-point Suns lead. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Count the basket. 10 points for Bojan Bogdanovic.
Has a great combination of height and body frame. Bogdanovic can keep up with the defenders physically.
Conley against Paul. Bridges outside. This is to Ayton. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Booker the pass to Paul. Over Conley. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. 8-point game. Here's Gobert. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Paul. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. But that's just pure effort and hustle.
Looking for Bridges. He gets it there. Booker outside. 6 to shoot. Now the dish to Ayton. And the 3 off target. Jazz trail by 10.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Phoenix.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession. We watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for DeAndre Ayton.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success. At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Gobert down low. He's covered by Ayton. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Bridges for three. Kept alive.
That's a sneaky veteran move. Crowder finding ways to make his presence felt.
Conley for three. It's off. So the Sun. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks, for Steve Smith.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And for Phoenix, Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And a couple of teams coming out scorching hot this season, Grant. How far can a hot start carry a team?
Well, some teams can ride a strong start throughout the whole season. I mean, it's just a huge mental boost for a team, particularly early on.
Now here's Crowder.
Great defense. Stingy was Hunter on that play, and a great reaction. That's firing his team up.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Paul against Young. Outside Booker. Bridges outside. Just 5 on the clock. Booker, the pass to Bridges. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. It's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Paul. Crowder outside. Bridges outside. Sends it home from 3-point land. Bridges has got 5 now.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man. Crowder was in high demand as a free agent in 2020. And a lot of people wanting his toughness on their roster.
From the high post. Here's Collins. The kick out to Young. Collins, a good look. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
From the middle, part of Collins' game that is developing. Nice work, and that's paying off.
And with Crowder's free agency, teams saw what he brings to the table.
Well, he's a good defender, and he's relentless on that end, and he just brings that kind of toughness that a lot of coaches are relying on, and they know that's important in the postseason.
Booker finds Crowder. The Suns need to get off a shot for 3. Bridges. The shot off that time. Hunter with some nice D. Pass to Collins. Stolen by Bridges. Inside. Here's Crowder. Hey, rejected by Capella. Back to Ayton. Another shot. To the paint.
Good timing defensively. Collins just up there, the long arms, and quick off the deck.
Paul passes to Crowder. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 so far.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now Young.
2 minutes.
To the inside. Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important.
Paul passes to Crowder. Basket's good.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
The Hawks trailing. A minute 31 left in the first quarter. And Capella gets double teamed. Bogdanovich on the wing. Booker against Young. To the middle. From deep 3-point range. No good. And Phoenix the other way now.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
It's good on the putback. Bridges has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Great effort level on the glass as Bridges is in there mixing it up.
Young, the pass to Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Paul against Young. And Crowder the bucket on the assist from Paul.
Getting bumped after the shot, no problem for Jay Crowder.
Young against Paul. And Young, here we go. 26 seconds left in the opening quarter. And the shot goes down. Collins has got his second basket.
I would say that Trae Young's pick and roll game is fairly advanced for a player his age. What a treat to watch.
Paul passes to Aiden. And it's blocked by Collins. Bridges against Hunter. Pass to Aiden. Second chance shot. That's good on the jumper.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
And a deep three from Young. He buries it from three. Young's got 5 points.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
It's all. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center position. Paul against Young. Takes a three. On target from range. Give him 8 points now.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
Let's just remember this about Trae Young. In the 1920 season, he became only the 5th player in NBA history to average more than 29 points and 9 assists.
Pass to Capella. Bogdanovich on the wing. Bogdanovich on the wing. Collins with it. The kick to Hunter from the arc. And Booker pulls it down. And when Young joined the 29.9 assist club, his company was pretty exclusive. Brent, the great Oscar Robertson, he did it a bunch of times. And, of course, you know the three others.
Well, I think James Harden, Russell Westbrook, of course, and then look it up, kids, Tiny Archibald. So all Hall of Famers, in my opinion, those three names we just mentioned. And the fact that Trae did it in his second season, you got to be kidding.
Now here's Young. Give him 8. Down low, Capella. The kick out to Young. Sinks it from distance. And now it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Paul passes to Aiden. Misses from close range.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Young against Paul. Young misses. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Up top, Paul. Guarded by Young. Paul passes to Aiden. Back to Paul. To the inside. Capella with a block.
And Capella, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. You can see his timing on that play.
And Young, here we go. Inside. Pass to Bogdanovich. That three's off the mark. The Suns trailing. Here's Ayton. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. And we're seeing teams pick up the pace. Something you set the trend for in Phoenix, Grant. Why do you think that's becoming more prevalent?
Great question. I mean, in today's game, we're all about the analytics, and that has shown that you shoot a higher percentage earlier in the shot clock. So it makes sense to push the tempo and see what you can get early.
It's Bridges on the wing. Paul against Young. Right side, Paul. Takes it inside. Here's Ayton. Just 3 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Goes back up. Crowder. Great positioning on the putback. It's a tie ball game.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Crowder against Young. Here's Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Just has a nose for the dunks. Collins up there once again.
Bridges outside. 56 seconds left in the first half. Paul passes to Bridges. Connects from downtown. Bridges has got 10 points.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence grow.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Back to Herter. Here's the 3. Keeps it alive. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jang's gotten his first bucket of the night. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Payne pass to Kaminsky. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
His first personal foul.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
At the line for your Suns.
So he comes up empty, missing both. The Hawks leading. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Williams. Pass to Herter. Right side Gallinari. Over Johnson. And that one's long.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Back to Payne. That'll count. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. And in that period, the most they trail.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
They've got Frank Kaminsky. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's JaVale McGee. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Got a hand on it.
Well, good work from Gallo there. You forget sometimes at 6'10" that he could come up with those kind of defensive plays.
Reddish. Pass to Herter. Back to Reddish. From deep. Herter can't hit. Fires from 14. It's hauled in by Herter.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
And just as he showed in college, Landry Shamet has a very high basketball IQ.
He does, and he makes great decisions with the ball. I mean, he takes care of the ball so well. He always plays under control and commands the offense exceptionally well.
6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Outside for Gallinari. Pass to Jang. The shot no good. Great D that time from McGee. Here's Kaminsky. The shot's good. And now a 3-point Phoenix lead. And here are the Hawks now. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Gallinari with it, and it's McGee picking him up.
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
The Suns have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Now here's Payne. Pass to Johnson. Now Payne. Shot clock at 5. Knocked loose. Outside Johnson. No good from outside. The Hawks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. It's Herter on the wing. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
Payne against Williams. Now here's Payne. Tightly guarded. Pass to McGee. To the paint. Here's Kaminsky. Great D that time from Gallinari.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
The Suns trailing. Outside Payne. Releases. Atlanta with a rebound. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Jang. Here's Herter. Going inside. Oh, McGee with the block. Right side Johnson. Kaminsky with it. He's against Jang. Pass to Shaman. Back to Kaminsky. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Suns lead by 1. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Hawks.
Ball against Young. To the middle. Here's Capella. Nice move. And Capella slams it down.
And Clint Capella having a little bit of fun out there with that dunk.
Ball against Young. Outside Paul. Seven-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The kick out to Young. Hunter on the wing. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul of the game.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And we just got a second look there at an exceptional mobile 1 block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Aiden, no good. And here's Young. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Suns?
Their activity at the defensive end has been impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Paul finds Bridges. The kick out to Paul. Ayton inside. He's against Capella. 6 to shoot. Ayton passes to Booker. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Hawks leading. Down low. And Collins with the slam.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Out to the right wing. And Clint Capella picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Ayton passes to Booker. Off target with the three.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Bogdanovich. High post Young. Outside Bogdanovich. Puts up a three. They get it back. Back to Young. Fires from deep. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Bogdanovich against Paul. To win the run. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer, Bridges. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. To the inside. Bogdanovich passes to Hunter. Pulls up, high post. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got 6 rebounds in the game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Paul passes to Crowder. The kick out to Paul. It's stolen by Hunter. And he lobs it up top. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Yeah, when Collins gets up there like that, look out.
The Suns running out of time. Outside Paul. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Booker. 5 to shoot. Back to Paul. Fires the three. And again, it's the Suns missing.
No wonder he's been off the mark. He's been hanging in the background, somewhat uninvolved tonight.
Now here's Hunter. Kicks it out to Collins. Now here's Young. Booker defending. And here's Bogdanovich. Back to Young. The Hawks need to get one up here. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. Hunter on the wing. Over Bridges. Hunter can't get it to go. The Suns have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Trying to get back on track. Misses off the right iron. And the Hawks with possession here. Bogdanovich on the wing. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Paul finds Ayton. Crowder outside. Back to Ayton. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Hawks ball.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Oh, wasted no time on that one. And the Hawks lead by 12.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Crowder goes in, and Crowder with the jam.
Don't see that much from Crowder off the bounce and attacking to make the score.
From deep 3-point range, Crowder grabs the miss.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too...
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Starting lineups just announced. We're just about set. Welcome, everyone, to a new... All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. And for Miami, inside it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4. Manning the backcourt, it's Lowry and Robinson. And it's Butler in at the 3. For teams that were close to a title last year, Smitty, I'm sure opening night couldn't come fast enough.
You're totally right, B.A. Unfinished business at hand, and they are chomping at the bit to get the season going. Unfortunately, in this league, you have only one winner.
Pass to Lowry from behind the arc, and he buries his first look.
This is what you get with Lowry, a confident shooter in these situations.
Paul against Lowry. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the triple. Bridges against Adebayo. Pass to Lowry. For 3, Robinson. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Yes, surprised to split the season series last year. These guys have confidence in themselves against anyone they face.
They are not short in confidence, but they can't get too carried away because it could cost them the game.
Inside, Bridges finds Paul. It's Booker on the wing. Off target from 3-point range.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
And here's Butler outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Bridges passes to Crowder. It's Booker on the wing. Hits the trifecta.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Now here's Lowry. Outside Robinson. Back to Lowry. The 3. And Chris Paul clears it away. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Oh, it's stolen by Tucker. 3 on 3. Here's Adebayo. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Selfless pass by Butler. He's always ready to put the team's success ahead of his own.
Paul against Lowry. To the inside. Ayton. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Lowry. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul.
Here's Lowry.
Team foul.
Clock at 6. Butler against Bridges. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
And Ayton gets it to go.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Lowry. Pass to Tucker. And here's Butler outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Here's Bridges. Left side, Booker. Back to Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. Pounded by Adebayo. Paul for three. The offensive rebound. Aiden, no good. Miami trailing. Pass to Tucker. Robinson with it. Nails it from beyond the arc.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's Paul. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Crowder outside. Stolen by Lowry. Left side, Tucker. Outside, Butler. From deep. That shot off the mark. And Phoenix the other way now. Oh, it's stolen by Tucker. Right side, Butler to the paint. And finished off by Adebayo.
Ferocious finish. Bam's natural strength is next level.
Paul passes to Booker. Aiden with it. Back to Booker. Up top, Paul. Here's Ayton. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, the replay makes it obvious. I mean, he got that shot off in time.
1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. It's the Heat up by 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after.
It's a real-life momentum shift. You know, it really...
Boy, Grant, he's as tough as they come, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he grew up in Philly, idolizing Allen Iverson. Lowry's tenacity and willingness to put his body on the line, actually reminiscent of Iverson's.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Heat.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the Heat turned all the way up in this first half.
One thing I've also noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off turnovers.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Clock is at 3. Bridges finds Booker. Suns keep it alive. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Smart playmaking by Kyle, moving the ball to a guy with a good look.
Paul against Lowry. Crowder left side. Bridges outside. From outside, off the mark. The Heat with the lead. Butler passes to Adebayo. Launches a 3. And Kyle Lowry hits from deep. Lowry's got 6 points.
When Kyle gets dialed in at the arc, he is dangerous. Defense needs to tighten up the perimeter.
Paul passes to Bridges. Outside Booker. Bridges against Butler. The Suns need to get off a shot. Booker for 3. And the Suns miss again. Lowry against Paul. And there's the lob, and Adebayo slams it in.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
Paul passes to Crowder. Well, Grant, some first-time head coaches coming in this season. Can that be tricky, making that transition 1 seat over to the head job?
Well, they have a lot of basketball experience amongst them. A different role, though, brings different responsibilities, so it will be an adjustment, but I think they'll do fine.
Lowry with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Such a wide-open look. He has 6.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Lowry against Paul. Outside Booker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Miami has gone 2 of 3 from the three-point line in the second. Pass to Lowry. Now Adebayo. Three-pointer. Crowder grabs the miss. For 3, Booker hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
And when you're trailing in a game, it can be tempting to try to go for the big play.
For Miami, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Outside Robinson. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A line change here for Miami. Booker for 3. Suns keep it alive. Ayton. Down low. Goes back up. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Ayton's got 8.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
And an intentional foul right there. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Oladipo against Payne. Hero for 3. The Suns clear it.
Miami foul. Dwayne Dedmon. That's his first personal foul. Third
that one misses.
Foul. Shooting for Phoenix. Landry.
Good on the second one.
You know, if you were to redo the 2018 NBA draft, I bet Landry Shamet would have been taken a lot higher than 26.
Hero for 3. Drains the triple. Hero's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Up top, Payne. He's guarded by Oladipo. Pass to Shamet. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. And a foul called on the way up. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Hero, no good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Johnson, the putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Hero outside, beyond the arc, and no good. And so a close game as we wrap up the first.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by Bam Adebayo.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
They've got Tyler Hero, also Victor Oladipo out there, and it's Dedmon in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half.
Set him up, he'll knock him down. Tyler was drafted largely for that dead-eye jump ball.
Oladipo against Payne. Out to the right wing. Here's Johnson. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Miami Heat. On Monday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Thursday, they'll face off against John Wall and the Houston Rockets. So Miami ends up going with a new group. Pass to Butler from downtown. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's McGee. Right side Payne. Up top Johnson. Over Adebayo.
You just can't take that shot with Bam Adebayo on you. His reach is off the charts.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Lowry against Payne. Lowry the pass to Robinson. And here's Butler. And he lobs it up to the rim. And finished off by Adebayo.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass to the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Tucker. Butler with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Butler passes to Robinson. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 5th assist in this one.
He's a dynamic scorer, but Jimmy Butler showing the ability to make plays for others.
Payne, the pass to Kaminsky. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Tucker.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
He does not get the second one. Miami has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. And here's Lowry from the arc. The rebound by Shamet.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
McGee passes to Payne. Kaminsky outside. Pass to McGee. Here's Shamet. Clock at 6. And they go to the intentional foul.
Kyle Lowry. That's his 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half.
And the over and back call is just a loss of focus.
When you're thinking about the next play, rather than being in the moment, these kinds of mistakes happen.
Outside Payne. To the inside. And Kaminsky gets it to go on the assist by Payne.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Lowry, the pass to Robinson. And there's 1:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Lowry, the pass to Butler. Misses the 3.
Can you believe it? He's missed every shot he's taken. Yet this team still continues to hold the lead.
They're running, and he's going for the lob.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
The Suns have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Shamet. Back to Payne. To the wing on the left. Butler with a steal. Lowry, the pass to Butler. For 3, Robinson. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 6th assist of the night. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Heat.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
They've also generated a lot of points off turnovers over the course of the game tonight.
Miami has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Lowry against Paul. Outside Tucker. And the Heat, another 3.
And they're shooting with much more confidence here in the second half. The field goal percentage is now over 50%.
Paul passes to Ayton. Can they get it? And it's Miami with a rebound. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. For three, Robinson. And again, Miami with a triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Paul into the lane. And that one drops for him. Paul's got 5 now.
The ball handling of Chris Paul is unbelievable to watch.
Up top, Lowry. 6 points for him. For three, Robinson. Can't hit that one. Here's Booker. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Miami. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Phoenix, Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5. Lowry left side. Robinson against Booker. Pass to Butler. Now here's Lowry. Lets it go from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Bridges. Ayton passes to Paul. Outside Booker. Bridges outside. Paul against Robinson. Up and over Lowry. Oh, and the jam by Ayton. That gives him a double-double.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Butler passes to Robinson. Three-pointer, no good. The Suns have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Inside, lets it fly, and there's Ayton on the assist by Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Lowry against Paul. And he lobs it up. Back to Lowry. 5 on the clock. Robinson on the wing. And again, the Heat missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. And now we've got an intentional foul. A different look for Miami. Adebayo's checked in for Dedmon. And Tucker is subbed in for Okpala.
Substitutions for your Heat.
Robinson against Booker. Outside Paul. No good with the triple. Miami has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Booker. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Crowder against Robinson. Back to Crowder. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got his 4th assist with that last one. Lowry outside. And Lowry gets doubled. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob. And the Heat lead by 13.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. From 15 feet away. Ayton passes to Paul. For 3, Bridges. And Tucker pulls it down. Pass to Butler. Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from deep. Butler's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Here's Paul. Out to Bridges. Now here's Booker. Robinson defending.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Heat.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for Kyle Lowry.
Woo, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
Paul passes to Ayton, and the shot goes.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
So it's Miami now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Booker against Robinson. Pass to Lowry. There's the triple. And Ayton pulls it down. Outside Paul. The 15-footer. That one a little long. Butler against Paul. Adebayo with it. And here's Butler outside. No good.
Chris Paul takes pride in.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Grant Hill.
Incredible. I'm really having fun, and that's what it's all about.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over, and this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Monday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And for the Jazz, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Ball outside. On the wing, Bridges. Shot clock at 3. Puts it up. A shot by Paul, no good.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
Now Paul, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Conley against Paul. To the inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Crowder finds Paul. Here's Ayton. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Conley against Paul. Here's Mitchell. Bridges with the board. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Conley against Paul. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
A veteran floor general who consistently makes good reads. Conley's teammates trust him in the pick and roll.
Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up. Conley against Paul. Booker outside. No good on the triple.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Here's Paul after the basket by Utah. On the wing, Booker. Ball against Bogdanovich. Paul kicks to Crowder. Back to Paul. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Chris Paul still a great defender. Fantastic positioning.
Well, not only the positioning, but if you watch Chris Paul, he's calling out every option of every play that every offense is running in the NBA. That kind of intelligence gives the rest of his group incredible confidence. And from the very beginning, Chris Paul has been one of the most disruptive point guards defensively the league has ever seen.
Now, here's Mitchell. And off the left side of the rim, and he swirls in for him.
And it's great to see Bogdanovich spreading the ball out. I mean, possesses good size, which allows him to see over defenders.
Here is Paul. They trail by 3. Driving in. That one falls.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here is Conley following the basket by Chris Paul.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Down low, Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich in the corner. O'Neal with it. Gobert down low. He's covered by Ayton. Again, Mitchell missing. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Ayton finds Bridges. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 13 foul.
Paul looking around. The pass to Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Crowder just muscling up and playing some man ball in there.
Jazz trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And here's Conley outside. Here's Gobert. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his first.
It's going to be on Jay Crowder. It's his first trip to the line.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
4 seconds left. And the dunk by Booker.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Booker the pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. Launches it. Rebounded by the Jazz.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Got that one up quick. And every year we see, Greg, some incredible comebacks. What distinguishes, in your mind, those with the resilience to battle back?
I think it starts with a belief and desire. And the great ones truly hate to lose.
Bridges passes to Ayton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ayton's got 6 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Passes it to Gobert. Conley against Paul. Conley into the lane. Missed inside.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Crowder finds Bridges. Buries the long-range jumper. Bridges has got his second bucket of the night.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Mitchell outside. And the rejection by Ayton. Conley against Paul. Pass to Bridges. Back to Paul. And here's Booker from the arc. At this time, his first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Mitchell passes to Gobert. The dish to O'Neal. Over Ayton. And they get it back. Gobert, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Pass to Booker. To the paint. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Booker. Ayton's got the lead up to 7 now for Phoenix.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Mitchell on the corner. Right side, Bogdanovich.
In the first half.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And with the ball in his hands, Mitchell attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
Paul against Conley. Paul passes to Booker. Inside. Feeds it to Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. O'Neal against Bridges. Second shot opportunity. That shot no good. So Utah will take it the other way. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
What an incredible elevator. Don't tell Mitchell he's 6 feet. Donovan plays way bigger.
Paul against Conley. Paul dishes to Ayton. To the middle. Here's Crowder. Booker outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Jazz trail by 3. Bogdanovich left side. Crowder with the steal. And up the court come the Suns on the break. The shot's good from Paul.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Here's the pass to Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and it's Paul penetrating. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
To the paint, here's Mitchell. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And that's 11 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets. And from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
Booker the pass to Crowder. Bridges for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. And trying as they might, they couldn't push their lead past 4.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Utah, Rudy Gay is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Oni in at the 1 spot. Payne kicks to Johnson. Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. From inside. Offensive rebound. They can retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Back to Shamet. Now here's Payne. He's covered by Whiteside, and the basket by Kaminsky.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Clarkson passes to Whiteside. Over Kaminsky. Whiteside, no good. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. A 2-point game. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Phoenix with the ball. He dishes it to Kaminsky. And the layup's good off the glass. Kaminsky's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Now, here's Clarkson. Guarded closer. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, it's 7'1", and with the type of length that Whiteside has in terms of his vertical reach, so hard to stop on the inside.
Johnson kicks to Payne. Back to Johnson. Passes to Payne. Pocket 6. A 3-ball. The rebound by the Jazz. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. To the inside. McGee. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Whiteside, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. That one's swatted.
Here's Payne. No points in the game yet for him. In the corner. Shamet with it. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. McGee, the pass to Kaminsky. It doesn't go for him. The Jazz have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Gay, and the jam by Rudy Gay.
Impressive handle by Rudy Gay. Don't often see that out of the 6'8" slender forward.
Payne looking around. Shamet finds Kaminsky. Back to Shamet. Pass to Payne. Launches a 3. He's off on that one. And Utah the other way now. Here's Gay. The shot's good on the assist by Engel. Gay's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, the balance that Rudy Gay has, outstanding job at staying in control, even when getting hit.
Shamet on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. Now, here's Shamet. T right on him. Pass to Kaminsky to end the drought, and it's good off the back rim and in. Kaminsky's got the game tied up here for the Suns. Jazz have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Booker against Clarkson. Driving the lane. Here's Gay. Good work defensively by Crowder. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Down low, Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Clarkson against Booker. Now, here's Clarkson. Defense right on him. Ingles passes to Oni. Rebound by the Suns. Right side, no good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Phoenix ahead, leading by just 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Suns leading. On the court for the Suns, the star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. Booker with it. Conley picks him up. Oh, no one around him. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. And the Suns lead by 5. Conley up top, defended by Paul. Conley dishes to Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan. 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And, Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out. A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it. What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Out to the wing. And Gobert gets to Conley. Over Paul. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Crowder the pass to Ayton. Bogdanovich against Bridges. Booker looking around. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Jazz trail by 6. Outside Conley. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
With 3, Booker. That shot is off. So Utah will take it the other way.
But there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Booker inside, covered by Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Phoenix turns it over again. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Conley against Paul. Now here's Conley. He's tightly guarded. Here's O'Neal. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Paul is doubled. The pass to Ayton. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And yes, it's good.
That is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
Paul against Conley. Passes it to Gobert. To the inside. Crowder with the steal. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Suns leading by 4. Paul left side. Booker at the elbow. Back to Paul. And contact on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
Enzo Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. They trail by 6. There's the triple. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Crowder kicks to Booker. Ball outside. Back to Booker. The 3, Bridges. Rebounded by the Jazz. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It falls!
And how about the confidence Bogdanovich displayed there? This guy's a clutch shooter who loves being the man when the spotlight's on.
Ball finds Bridges. Pass to Booker. Fires for 3. Sinks the triple. Booker's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
From deep three-point range, offline. So the Suns win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to win.
Here's a shot from earlier as the Suns arrived at the arena.
Thanks a lot, BA.
A long wait in the valley for winning basketball. It's back. Good stuff out. All right, let's see what the Atlanta Hawks have coming up. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Victor Oladipo and the Miami Heat. And then on Wednesday, they head back home to host the Cleveland Cavaliers. So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5. And for the Hawks, Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich, and it's Hunter in at the small forward position. And after a long offseason, both teams sure would like to kick things off with a win.
Yeah, and don't forget, BA, these early games count the same as the ones down the stretch. A hot start can make all the difference in building momentum and getting you to your ultimate goal.
Here's Booker after the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. For 3, Bridges. Hunter with some nice D.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Capella finds Bogdanovich. Buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Young against Paul. It's Booker on the wing. Crowder against Capella. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges passes to Paul. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Look at Chris Paul getting aggressive. He's not going to let that 3 go unanswered. He's too competitive for that.
And a player like Mikal Bridges, he's had very high confidence in his abilities.
Well, I mean, listen, his history is that of a winning player. Came into the league believing in himself because of his career collegiately. National championship player at Villanova. He has every right to think he can be elite. Well, despite pretty good defense, Chris Paul finishes the shot. That's about concentration and being locked in.
Young way outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Young against Paul. Bridges outside. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Bogdanovich against Booker. Collins left side. Hunter finds Collins. Now here's Young. 3-pointer. And the Hawks with another 3.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Ball against Young. 3-pointer, Bridges. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
Capella, the pass to Young. There's 1:47 left in the first quarter here. Out left to the wing. Back to Bogdanovich. Again, Atlanta.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Bridges. 6 points for him. Booker, the pass to Aiden. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Well, the form and the touch and the mid-range from DeAndre Ayton. This guy is special.
1:03 left in the first quarter. Young, the pass to Collins. Back to Young. Paul with a steal. To the paint. Here's Bridges. Back to Paul. Crowder outside. Booker. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior, and Devin Booker does just that.
Young against Paul. Young, the pass to Hunter. Back to Young. Oh, deflected. The Hawks have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. 3 on the clock. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And last year's games were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
Outside for Booker. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so, lots of scoring. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
So far, guys, they've done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy buckets.
Well, you know, another thing they've been having success with has been the three-point shot.
At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Ayton passes to Crowder. Misses the layup.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
You know, Grant, it seems like Collins is one of those guys you can depend on for a 20-10 stat line just about every night.
Yeah, he's a double-double machine. He's as consistent as they come offensively, and with his hustle, his rebound numbers are never lagging.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. To the middle. Kicks it out to Collins. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
And this is a part of Collins' game that's really evolved. Hitting jumpers and catch and shoot.
Ball against Young. Pass to Crowder. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Crowder's got his first points of the night.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Outside Young. Now Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Outside Bogdanovich. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Bogdanovich has got 8 points.
And this is how unselfish Young is. When he sees an open teammate, he gets them the rock.
Paul passes to Bridges. Outside Paul. Pass to Crowder. Wide open look. And he connects with a jumper. Crowder's got 4 points in the quarter.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Young, the pass to Collins. Back to Young. Collins outside. 6 to shoot. And now the Suns fast break. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And the Suns lead by 1.
They're definitely opting for the mid-range jumpers, and it's working.
Outside Young. Pass to Capella. And here's Hunter for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Paul against Young. Here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Bridges passes to Paul. And he banks in the layup. He has 7. Well, you were Rookie of the Year back in 1995, Grant. For young guys coming into the league, how difficult are expectations right out of the gate?
Well, rookies these days are way younger than when I played. I mean, I was 22 my first year in the league after 4 years in college. So, you know, I think we have to give these young players time to develop and learn how to become great in the NBA. Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Crowder, the pass to Booker. Back to Crowder from deep. Unable to get that one. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Young way outside. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns trailing. Bridges finds Booker. Back to Bridges. A minute 9 left to play in the half. Paul's shot is off. The Hawks have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Collins against Crowder. Collins passes to Young, and so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. And a quick pause here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and check out last season's best shot blocker. Capella, third.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. Oh, Kaminsky with a steal. And the foul called on Danilo Gallinari. That's his first foul of the game. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Williams against Payne. Pass to Shamet. Johnson inside. Now here's McGee. He shoots. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. The first one falls. And Johnson drops them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Herter. Reddish on the wing for 3. Drops in the 3. Reddish has got his first 3 points of the game. Outside Payne. It's Shamet on the wing. And the first half comes to a conclusion.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Monty Williams 5. Cameron Johnson out there with Frank Kaminsky. Then there's Campaign, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Williams against Payne. And he's going for the oop here.
Lou Williams is the all-time leader in points off the bench, but don't sleep on his passing game. What an assist.
Up top, Johnson. Left side, Payne. Rebounded by the Hawks. You know, ever since the Orlando bubble, Payne has been a much improved player, Doris.
Well, there's no doubt Cameron Payne used the momentum gained in Orlando. That confidence has carried over, and now he's finding himself a rotation player who's making contributions.
Down low. Here's McGee. Gallinari pulls it in. The Hawks leading. Pass to Reddish. Fires the three. Okongwu. Great positioning on the putback. Okongwu's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. Payne against Williams. Kaminsky. And count that. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach is given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Williams against Payne, inside. Pass to Williams. Here's Reddish. Shot clock at 6. Gallinari for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Gallinari's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Now McGee. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Lou Williams. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw is good. Atlanta's gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land in the third quarter. Outside, Williams. It's Herter on the wing. And the Hawks with another 3.
Boy, Lou Williams with the vision. Pretty pass.
Up top, Payne. Williams defending. Pass to Shannon. This one for 3. The shot comes out. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Outside Herter. Now here's Gallinari. Outside, Williams. Here's Herter. And the jumper from the wing offline.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Pass to Johnson. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. The 4th spot held by Atlanta.
This is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Payne against Williams. To the inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Payne, the pass to Johnson. Hits a three-pointer. Johnson's got 5.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Gallinari. Inside. That's good from Okongwu. On the assist from Gallinari. Give him 8 points now.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Outside Johnson. And here's Kaminsky. He's covered by Gallinari. And there's a 3-second violation. And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. Atlanta's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Outside Young. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Shot on the wing. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Hawks on top. They're up by A chance now to hear Nate McMillan talking to his team moments ago.
Okay, good patience on your spacing.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. So that's the Hawks 5. Out to the wing. Collins finds Young. Yes! He nails it! And the Hawks lead by 7.
Perhaps the last guy you want shooting there. Young is so efficient on the catch and fire.
That one goes. Count it.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Young with it. Now guarded by Aiden. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Then when the time is right, Capella can get up there. Great job rising up for the bucket.
Paul against Young. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. The 3 is up. And the Suns get another 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Now Young. Pass to Capella. Back to Young. Outside Bogdanovich. Outside Young. And the Hawks with another 3.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Paul against Young. Pass to Crowder. Outside Booker. Out to Bridges. Over Hunter. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Collins against Crowder. Outside Hunter. And that one is hammered home.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, and caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Paul passes to Booker. Crowder left side. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
Listen, we know that Crowder's work ethic is tremendous. So in these opportunities, he's ready.
The Hawks have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Young, the pass to Capella. Outside Bogdanovich. We've got 1:48 left to play in the 4th. There's Young with the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And Phoenix the other way now. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Atlanta's gone 1 for 2 from deep in this 4th quarter. Back to Young. Outside Bogdanovich. And here's Hunter for 3. Knocks down the long J. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in 3-point territory, and he drills it.
Stolen by Young. On the push. Here comes Atlanta. Pass to Capella. And that one's good. And now it's a 10-point Atlanta lead.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Hawks.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that anytime momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Trae Young.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Offensive rebound, the kick to Hunter. There's Young with the three, nails it from three.
Known for his long-range shooting, when Young gets some wiggle room, he fires with confidence.
Pass to Booker, back to Paul. Takes the three, and Booker the bucket on the assist from Paul.
Well, he can hit big shots. Booker's about as confident a young man as we've seen when the pressure's on.
And so it's Atlanta with the W. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.